Kings, in today's video, I'm going to show you my favorite things about the M6 and why it's a great daily driver. Okay, so I'll be honest, it is a really good daily driver. I don't like putting a lot of miles on it. So like, it is a good driver, daily driver if you don't care about that kind of thing. But let's go through my favorite things that every day when I'm driving this thing, that I'm just like, oh, I love that I have these. And honestly, I'm gonna start with number one, the carbon ceramic brakes. As you can see, they are real carbon ceramic brakes.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, you can see that.
You can see that clearly. They're shiny and I can see me.
They're cracky and also gold.
I mean, here's the thing.
Do you need that in a daily? No.
No, you don't need it in a daily. I don't even think it's really that different, comparatively speaking, to probably just like regular M compound brakes. But just like the knowledge, I mean, one thing, it does kind of squeak as I slow down, but I think a lot of performance brakes squeak as you slow down. But like just the knowledge to know for sure that like, if something happens, I'm stopping.
You know, they're lifetime brakes. You don't have to replace the pads. If you look in here, these pads have never been replaced. There's about, and they're still like 10 millimeter thickness.
Yeah, like they're max thickness brakes, and I haven't ever replaced them or messed with them. There's no dust, no brake dust.
I don't know. I mean, I don't know if it's worth it from factory to buy it back. What is it, like a $15,000 add-on?
Yeah, I wouldn't option it for factory, but used, yeah, it's great.
You don't really have to pay that tax on used. One thing I will say is like the rears is not as fast.
I mean, the fact that they're still...
Why are they so small, the rears?
The fact that they're still carbon ceramic brake pads and brake rotors is great, but like, come on. Give me them pumps. Give me the good pistons, you know what I mean?
We don't want this 2-piston back here. We want a 6-piston in the rear.
I don't want to ever feel like my car is like worse than any other car. And so when I see some Audi RS6 sitting there with big on both front and back, I'm like, what the frick? I'll pay $10,000 for these compound ceramics. Or not compound,
you probably don't really need the upgrade. But yeah, so you got good brakes.
So that's one of my favorite parts. Yeah, that's one of my favorite parts is just like when I'm slowing down, I'm like, yeah, the performance brakes. And then I'm like, if I need to, I'm just like, and sometimes I test it out. Usually when I don't have things in like the back seats because I don't like when I'm like, things are like, but when I have nothing in the car, I'm just like, yeah.
Dude, I remember this one
carbon
time
ceramics.
Before I really knew about like, I guess cars and brakes and everything like that. I guess like before I really knew about cars, I guess this is back when I was like 16 driving the Camry.
Yeah.
I remember this one time, I can't remember what car it was. It was probably like a Corvette. But rolled up to a stop. And I just remember thinking like it was squeaking the entire time coming up to the stop. I was like, can afford that car but can't buy new brakes.
They're broken.
Now I'm just thinking about it, I'm like, yeah,
well, my first experience with that was like when I bought the Focus RS. I was like, dude, these be squeaking. Something's wrong. It's a brand new car. It's squeaking. Is it rusty? What's going on?
You stress it. I
know. And then I look it up, and everyone's like, even Porsche brakes squeak. The thing is though, like, what I like about these is that they don't rust. Like I have like nice Brembos on the Focus RS, and like I'd wake up in the morning after rain and they're just like all rusty looking. Of course, once you like brake on it a few times, it's gone.
I mean, my M3 does it, yeah.
But I'm like, but not this bad boy. No rust on these.
Brakes.
So brakes are number one.
How big is your gas tank?
So the gas tank is, that's okay. I'm gonna talk about that. All right, so one time I saw a buddy of mine who has a G80 M3 say, oh, can you get this many miles in a race car? And it was like 350 miles or something like that on his like tank showing when he like filled it up. I'm like, bro, when I filled mine up, it says like 425.
How many gallons does it take to fill it up?
21 gallons. 21 gallons to fill this bad boy up.
A little $100.
No. At
Not anymore, actually.
Yeah, at 330 or 350, whatever it is, usually it's like 70, 60 bucks to fill up. It's not bad, but like it goes a long time. And like, oh yeah, city driving, I get probably 13 miles to gallon.
But it's just nice to have a Grand Touring car size tank.
Yeah,
like,
no, I can like take it out for a while, but I will say freeway though, I get like 20 on the freeway. It's not bad. I mean, it's not horrible.
High performance V8. That is not really bad.
The next thing, guys, is the interior, okay? Because while the back seats are basically useless, so definitely the interior is like one of the things I love, because I'm like, guys.
I mean, here's the thing, like the little size comparison, we are 6'4"-ish.
It's 6'4", and I'm like literally
big boys, like we are broad boys, and look at this, like They're
It's comfy.
in it.
Now-
so if you're like 5'8",
Luke always makes it feel like we could not fit somebody in the back.
I do. I wish you guys would realize that we could. But no.
I do believe that if I sat, this is
Dude,
about
there's as much room in this.
this
as
is
there
about
is
as
in the
tight.
125.
This is about as tight as I sit in your 135 when Emily's behind me.
I know, and there is room.
Yeah, I mean she could stretch it for sure. Also, like driver's side is again very comfy, very roomy.
Adjustable side bolsters.
Well, yeah, you got side bolsters, head, you got shoulder back and
Do you have air
forth. You
conditioning
got
seats?
I've got air conditioning seats, heated seats. What else? What do we got?
I mean, pretty sick wheel.
Yeah,
Like a gorgeous wheel.
sick wheel that's stock and performance. I will probably black this out and then get this done because it's kind of gross. It's supposed to be Alcantara, but it's like
He's got the M buttons.
matted. Yeah, I
All
got the M
carbon
buttons. I'll
fiber.
read those. Actually, good cup holders. Like you can put 44-ounce drinks in here, shunk, and you know in Utah we love those. But I do like it closed sometimes. It says the 10100 on
Do you
here.
also love what's inside these?
Oh, bro. Okay, I got the Bang & Olufsen speaker system, and like it comes with the 10100. It's not like it's a special option. This 10100 comes with all options. But I'm like, guys, these are the best speakers I've ever heard in a car. Period. Like I'm telling you guys, my parents have an F350 with a $10,000 double 12-inch subwoofer system, like crazy speaker system, and like this just
There's
like
nothing on that.
it's just like hits better.
or nothing. It's nothing on this.
Yeah, this just hits better. No, honestly, that takes me to my next thing is like, while I do love manuals, as a daily, it's up there with the best automatics
Yeah.
to have fun with. I'm like, the paddles shift super fast. This is super fun to mess around with. And like, when I put it in M1 mode and everything's Sport Plus, and like it's in automatic, but it's like the third level of automatic, and it just like sits at like 3,000 RPM, just ready to go at any moment. I'm just like,
Oh, and yeah, the heads-up display is so sick.
oh, dude, the heads-up display is nice. I
Like,
like when it
usually
goes
I'm
like
not a
the
heads-up display guy. Like when it comes to like if you have an Explorer or something,
yeah.
or like a freaking Buick Enclave. But like, dude, this was nice, bro. Like
Yeah.
it like full on is like, especially when you're in M mode, it's like shows the entire power range and when to shift.
Oh, dude, I know that.
It's so cool.
Heads-up display literally shows
It's literally like
like
the freaking GT3 racing on
Yeah,
set of course.
it's very cool. It's very large though. Sometimes when I turn it on, I'm like, I can't see. Like it's like
Yeah,
right
you
in
can't
my
see
view.
through the freaking thing.
Part of the roominess of the interior is like you can kind of fit people in the back, but I can always throw like my backpack and stuff in the back, which is nice. But I'm like, it's got a huge trunk, which I know it's super messy, but I do photography and video for a living, so it's like, you know, I got like my drone back here and my camera gear and like my
Got your
tripod.
workout clothes.
My workout clothes, and like I take this and sometimes and I make sure that my paint stays nice and scratched up. Oh, but it looks nice that way though. White is just kind of easy to keep looking good.
Yeah, it's a lot easier than black. That's for sure.
Yeah. But
The
like
135 over there is struggling after state rating. Oh, maybe so sad.
the very last one isn't necessarily the power. The power is amazing. 600 horse on tap. It's great. But honestly, I kind of want to start it up and move it around a little bit and have you guys just get the vibe of what it feels like. Because to me, I think an M5 is a great car. I think an M3 is a great car. There's something about the M8s and the M6s, like this is the king of the road. And for me, like that vibe when I just drive around, I'm like, dude, this is like, obviously Lambos are great and like Audi rates are like super sick when it comes to like king of the road. But this is big, touring, supercar killer, king of the road, luxury, like everything, you know what I mean? And I'm like, when you see it from behind and when you hear the sound of it just like rumbling around, like I want you guys just to like see it real quick because like the energy is there when it comes to king of the road energy.
Stock exhaust. I mean, for a stock exhaust, it just sounds so good. It's just like a, kind of like how he said, it's just like a very demanding car. Especially for its price range that you can find these in right now. If this is something you're wanting, like if an RS6 is kind of something you're looking for, like this is, I was kind of saying, dude, I'm like, if something you're kind of looking for is a vibe of this, something just like a powerhouse, like an RS6, this is such a better value. You can get these for so much cheaper than an RS6, I feel like. And
it's a beast, dude.
Yeah, you know, it's like you were saying, like it demands a presence kind of a thing.
I'll pull it in. Anyways, guys, I think that for right now, it's a perfect beast of a daily, and yeah, I'll get a daily soon, and then I'll stop putting the miles on this, but man, for now, it's just one of those moments in my life where I just gotta really enjoy it, be grateful for it while I have it.
I'm definitely the type of person to be like, I can't have a daily that's not a cool car.
Yeah, that's why I mean, like, a Civic is like the lowest I'll accept.
Yeah.
I'm okay driving a Civic because I just think they're sick and fun to drive, and if it's manual, like, it'll just be like dope. But like, I could never have like a, Altima or a freaking,
or like
newer Civic even.
But one of the fun things about being a car guy is, in my opinion, sharing that love with everybody else, especially on the road. Whether you're racing them or you just, it's a quick like peace sign, or like one of these is somebody that drives by with a cool car, or you fall and have a conversation, or you go to meets. Well, that's like some of the funnest parts of being a car guy. And I feel like when you're driving something that you don't care about and nobody else really cares about, you totally get rid of those experiences. Those like, because a lot of those experiences, they just happen off the cuff. You have no idea that it's gonna happen.
Yeah.
And those are really special experiences. Like those are the things I almost like remember the most. More than like set up experiences like a meet. This is when I'm driving my M3 around and all of a sudden somebody just like pulled up and like, holy crap, dude, just at a light. I'm like, it brings me so much happiness.
And like, personally, I hate when I do have a daily that's like a truck or like something crappy where like when I pull up, I'm just like, I wish I had my good car.
I know.
And so even my daily, like if it's like a hatchback Civic, at least then like, even in my hatch, I got people that all the time that would stop at stoplights and be like, yo, sick Civic.
That's why I think this is an awesome daily. Like, very comfortable, very modern. Thank you for watching, Kings. If you want to see more content on this M6, on our 135, on Civic build, on my Euro Spec E36M3,
make sure to subscribe.
Subscribe.
That way I can get a Civic. Come on, subscribe to Patreon. I want a Civic.
We do not have a Patreon yet. Just kidding. Thank you for watching again. We appreciate all of you. See you, Kings.